our channel, and today we are standing right in front of the royal palace of the Kingdom of Buganda. With me is Fauzi. I met this gentleman at the royal tombs in Kasubi, and he was my tour guide then. He took me through the history of the royal tombs. He was so detailed that at one point I felt like I was sitting at a fireplace listening to him with, I imagined him probably like a grandfather, you know those grandfather tales? I didn't want to stop listening to this. It was such detailed history from this gentleman. And by the time we were done, I felt like he's a moving encyclopedia of the history of this kingdom. So today I'm catching up again with him at the King's Palace, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the King's Palace, and he will further tell us about the backcloth or Lugo, because it's our main focus today. So Fauzi, welcome.
Thank you, Jackie. Happy to meet you again.
Yeah.
And we thank you for diligently serving Ugandans, and also supporting cultural tourism in general.
Thank you.
My name is Fauzi. Your guide today again. We are at the Kabaka's Palace in Mengo. So tune on the winds of Uganda.
Winds of Uganda.
Please. Yes, Jackie.
Thank you so much, Fauzi.
Welcome.
So Fauzi,
yes,
as we stand right here,
okay,
we are at the Royal Palace.
Yes.
Can you briefly tell us what this kingdom means to the Baganda and how important it is?
Yes.
Before we get to our main focus, the backcloth.
Yes. So, I want to welcome you once again. This is, you simply refer to it not only as a heart of Buganda, but also a soul of Buganda. This is the Kabaka's Palace.
Yeah.
This is where the king's headquarters are. And when we talk about the Kabaka's Palace, we are looking at the headquarters for the entire kingdom.
Yeah.
To the Baganda, this is our source of identity.
Yeah.
It surely brings up that this is where we originate from. Behind us, in our background, you're clearly seeing the main house. And the main house is given a name, Twekove. Twekove, in simple terms, working together.
Okay.
We try to derive it from Kwekobana. It is a sort of collective efforts to come up with something. As it was a practice that each and every king was obligated to building or constructing or establishing a palace, still there had to be a main house within the palace. And wherever the kings would establish their own houses, they would give them suitable names. Just like Jack, when you visited us at Kasubi, we are able to see Muzibwazala Mpanga, that main house. Various houses like Mukura Tamakage, Kasajja Kaliwano, other names. And here it shows that it was a collective effort. It was collective efforts to see it that the structure is put in place where all the 52 clans by then of the Baganda had to contribute towards the establishment or the construction of the king's main house. And this is something so significant when it comes to the kingdom, Buganda. And here we talk about generations of kings' leadership. And you cannot talk about Uganda without talking about Buganda.
Fauzi, could you go ahead and tell us when this kingdom was established?
Generally talking about Buganda Kingdom, it has been in existence for very many years, from the 1200s. That is when we got in our first king, and now the past 800 years, we've heard about 36 kings. And the king that established this palace is known as Kabaka Daniel Mwanga Wasamulekere. He established it in the year 1885. That was after he negotiated with those from the Hippo Clan who willingly handed over the land to the king after the king had seen interest that it was a strategic place for him to establish a palace. But later this palace was modernized by the king Daudi Chwa, who had visited the first king to have visited European countries, seeing that modernity, having gotten exposure. When he came back in 1922, he set up this establishment, and it was officially accomplished in 1933. That is the Twekobe. And when you try to observe it very well, is surely bringing modernity, a message of a sense of modernity from it. So very many people think that when we talk about culture, when you stick onto culture, you do not have to embrace modernity. And maybe someone would think a big hat with like that of Kasubi here. But this is a modern palace. Thank you.
What an amazing journey. Thank you to our guest for showing us how the Royal Palace of Buganda is far more than just stone, brick, and timber. It's a living heart of identity, ceremony, and memory for the people and the kingdom. You heard how the palace came to be, constructed by Buganda's rulers and hands across generations, rebuilt and renewed as the kingdom itself changed, and how every hall and courtyard keeps stories that still shape life today. But we're only getting started. In the next episode, we leave the palace doors open and step into something even more hands-on, the bark cloth. We will trace this incredible cloth from the tree to the loom, the harvesting, the careful stripping of bark, the soaking, beating, joining, and finishing, and discover which clan first made it and why it matters so deeply in Buganda ceremonies, fashion, and family life. Expect close-up craft scenes, clan stories, and a few surprises that connect past to present. Curious how a single tree becomes a royal cloth? Hit the notification, tune in next time, and if you think you know bark cloth, prepare to have your mind woven anew.